I am a little bit nervous today. If you don't know me or if you haven't watched my channel for a while, I know there's like a lot of new viewers with the whole London content, but last year during the summer I did a video where I was like taking myself on a date. I mentioned in it that like I would hope to work up to the point where I can go out to eat on my own, like in a restaurant. I also this year decided to finally put that on my actual like yearly goals, like things I want to achieve for this year. So I guess today is the day that that is happening. I'm a little bit nervous because I'm not even like going to a familiar place. Like I'm going to Notting Hill actually. I'm gonna film it and I'm gonna explore around Notting Hill. I've always wanted to go and I know it's like super pretty and there's a lot to do there. I've been seeing like a few TikToks and stuff and just guides in general of where to get brunch, like what bakeries to go to, where to shop, where to walk around, what to see. I'm nervous. I mean, first of all, I hate commuting to places that I don't know on my own. I am 100 times better commuting to unknown places with someone else, but that is fear number one. Fear number two is just getting brunch alone. I decided on brunch because it's close enough to like a cafe that it's like a good step above. I mean, I don't think I could go out to dinner on my own at this point. I think I would just be way too nervous. I've seen people out alone in London and it's normal and it's nothing to worry about. It's just I get in my head about it. So I'm gonna take the step today to finally go out on my own today and eat out on my own today. So we're gonna see how that goes. You're gonna come along with me. Yeah. I guess we're off now. Wish me luck. Before we go, I'm gonna show you what I'm wearing. I mean, it's all gonna be covered up with my purple coat because it's cold outside. This is from H&M. It's just this like cropped slouchy cardigan with these really pretty silver bows. And underneath, I'm just wearing this Urban Outfitters gingham dress. And then got my Steve Madden loafers with my little socks. Okay, so we're starting off with the brunch place that I went to. It's called Tab X Tab or Tab by Tab. I'm not really sure. This was a TikTok recommendation as well, so I'm not gonna take credit for it. I got the scrambled eggs with creamed mushroom with a chai latte on the side, and it was incredible. I so recommend it. Next, I just walked around and saw some of the colorful buildings and the really pretty streets. You can definitely look up like certain streets to walk along that have the really pretty buildings, but honestly, they're very common, so just walking around is perfectly fine. Went into Free People and just took a look around. Then I went into Love Shack Fancy. I love this store. It is so cute and very much my aesthetic, but the prices are really high. So obviously I didn't get anything. There was this really cute flower stall or like little shop nearby, which was really pretty. They had a really good selection of flowers. Now we are on Portobello Road. This is like the main road with all of like the vintage shops and the market. It was so cool to go into Alice's. I really recommend just stopping by. I really liked some of the homeware pieces, but just a lot of like odd things that I honestly just never see. There were lots of like stalls and stands and shops that had just like stuff, and that's like the best way to describe it. But you know, it was really cool to see and hear about some of the sellers talk about what they were selling. This bookstore was really cool to go into, but very small. So I just stopped by for a little, and then this is a famous gin distillery, I think. And then ending off at Fabrique with a little hot chocolate to warm up and just reading my book, which was so cool. Okay, I am back and I'm just gonna give you a little bit of a haul and then I'm gonna debrief about my day alone. I just wanted to say I really loved Notting Hill. It was so pretty, and like even though it was like a really gloomy day. It looked amazing and it was really cool to see everything, and the market was just so good. I feel like the overall theme of my market experiences here are that they're just like so good. I love them. It was so cool to see everything. There were so many amazing things and I just wanted to like get everything but have limitations on what I can get. You might know those like really popular scarves that have been like around New York and also just a lot here. My friend has been looking for one for the longest time, so I just got one for her here. Got this one that looks like this. It's so pretty. I love like the colors of it. I feel like it's so like her vibe as well. I can just like see all of the cool outfits she'd make out of this. There's a lot of vendors selling these, but if you are like planning on picking up one of these, I definitely recommend just checking around. Don't settle on the first vendor you see. One vendor was selling them for like 20 pounds, and then I found a vendor selling them for 15, which I feel like is a more reasonable price. But yeah, these are like very in right now. I really like them. Next thing, I think this is going up before Jasmine's birthday, so if you're Jasmine, please don't watch this. I basically got some prints. I found one for her birthday. This is the one for her. It's just a little J and it says Jasmine on it. Like coincidence. They just had one for like every single letter, like a different fairy, and then this one just was named Jasmine, which I think is so cute and so perfect. So I think this was so pretty. And then also I think this is from like the 1920s is what the seller was saying, which is really cool. And then for me, I got this print. This is of the River Thames. I feel like I've heard so many people pronounce it so many different ways. I've heard like River Thames, I think. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I just thought this was so beautiful, and this is from 1850, which is crazy, but like it's so stunning. Like I just love how it looks, and like the little swan, very pretty. That's all I got. Very happy with what I found there. There's just a lot of really cool stuff and like really vintage stuff. Like I haven't really seen like a market like this that's like truly very vintage, and like the types of vintage things that I would be interested in. Like this stuff is like, this is me. And just as a little closing note, I guess, on my day, I am unbelievably proud of myself for doing this. I know maybe for some people, like going out on your own and like doing things on your own isn't like the biggest deal, or it's like super easy for you, but for me it was always like a very nervous thing for me, very anxiety filled. I always felt like people were looking at me or judging me, and it was really debilitating. Like I could not go out and do things on my own. I've just really like been on a roller coaster with social anxiety. But this year I have just been very determined to stop caring what other people think. First of all, like truly doing that. Also recognizing that no one is looking in the first place. Like I don't have this like beacon of light on me. I feel like I just really need to like put things back into realistic perspective. And then the third thing is just like general confidence. I want to be secure in myself. I want to know that I am worthy of being wherever I am and worthy of being there on my own. There is no need to worry about it or stress. That has been like my intentions for this year, so that's really helped me with kind of getting to this point. It's crazy because I think like going into this, like I really put a lot of pressure on myself. Like I'm gonna have to put a lot of work and energy and time into building up to this moment. But it was just like yesterday where I was like, I'm just gonna do it. What if I just go out and do stuff on my own? And then it happened. On the way there, I was like a little bit nervous, a little bit focused on like just getting to Notting Hill. Once I got to the brunch place and like literally sat down in the chair, I was like, I feel so good. Like I feel so proud and happy with just the fact that I've gotten to that point. And I like immediately journaled, and it was so nice. It was great because I really just got to like experience what was around me. I feel like when you're at a place or you're outside with someone else, obviously you're engaged with them because you're hanging out, but like this is like really just like paying attention to like what's around you and like taking it all in. I guess you're not really like missing things. And I was like sitting there waiting for my meal, and I was like, oh my gosh, I could like journal, I could like draw, I could read, I could go on my phone for a little bit. Like there's so much that I could do. It was just really nice. So later on I went to this bakery called Fabrique, I think is how you say it. There's also Fabrique in New York, if I'm not mistaken. They're really well known for their cardamom buns, and I didn't get one, but I did get a hot chocolate. I was like sitting there like reading my book. There was this like display of pastries next to me, and I was by the window and I had my little hot chocolate and my book, and I was like, this is so fun. I was living a Pinterest photo, but like actually enjoying it and like experiencing it, and it was really nice. I definitely want to like go out to coffee shops more to read. It's something different, it's something more engaging, I guess, and it gets me out, and I don't know, I just really like it. Before I end, I just wanted to say, I feel like people have been talking a lot about like alone time. I have noticed some of the narratives around being alone is very intense. Like, it's very, you are alone forever and you are alone entirely. And I don't want to like make it seem like that's where I'm headed. When I'm talking about becoming okay with being alone, that still allows me to have social experiences, invest in my friendships, to pay attention to the people around me and the ones I love, and to still put myself out there and meet new people. It's not like a alone versus being social. It's more of just having a good relationship with myself and prioritizing myself while also investing in my other relationships, if that makes sense. I think social interaction is definitely important. We are human beings, we are social creatures. Everyone has a different extent to how much social interaction they need for themselves, and I know my level, but I just want to be balanced in that when I'm on my own, I'm still like, you know, investing in myself, hanging out with myself, and not just like existing on my own. I want to like choose to have alone time, because it's important to be able to like look after yourself and be on your own, especially when life forces you to be very alone and like almost isolated in a way. It's important that you like know how to handle that. I don't know, it's just so you can like enjoy life like at all stages, I guess. I think also like learning how to be okay with being alone teaches you how to look after yourself and prioritize yourself, and can help you in social situations where you do need to like still look after yourself and not let yourself get torn down or get lost, I guess, in the chaos of things. So yeah, that's just like a little talk about it. Obviously, again, you know, always be safe if you're on your own. Anyways, Notting Hill, so recommend it. I really want to go again, like hopefully when it's warmer or just like a nicer day. Like I feel like that would be great to see. I'd also like to visit it again with like some friends. I think that would be really fun. So hopefully I go there again before I leave, but there's still so much more to explore. So if you haven't seen the rest of my series, definitely check it out. It's been doing really well on my channel, so I'd love it if you would stick around, subscribe, stay tuned for more. If you like this video, please interact with it in any way. Please comment down below. I always love seeing comments. Let me know what you think, and I will see you very soon. Bye!